Hey everybody, Ramey here, and today I'm going to talk about a few different things, just some things that have been happening. First of all, let me just say that, I have taken, my semester was over in early December, so I kind of took off some time of working on all of, my videos and work and everything, and I've kind of come back. I've been prepping my classes. Now I'm finally getting like readjusted back into like a normal type of schedule, which is always fun. Um, I've also been doing a ton of cool stuff. So I'm going to be talking about that over the next few weeks and just things of that nature. So, the first thing I want to talk about, which if you've been following my videos and my blog, is that I've been wearing and testing blue light glasses. I got these blue light glasses for Christmas. Um, one of the first things I did with my glasses is I tested them. So, because I wasn't sure if they worked. So you can buy like this little test kit from Amazon, which is basically a card and a light that shines blue light. And what you do is you shine the light on the card, and you'll see this happen here. I'll show you. Where the light shines, it turns the card purple. So what you can actually do is you can actually literally test your glasses by holding the glasses to the card and seeing if the light shines through. So I'll show you a clear example here of showing that my glasses actually work, which is kind of neat. Just doing this, I'm going to try to make it very clear so it's very purple. So you can see my glasses were right here, and that was the outside. So you can see the glasses block blue light. Um, so let's talk a little bit about blue light for just a minute. I know I've been doing some other videos about this. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I just want to talk about it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about some other things as well. So I just don't want to like talk about this one thing. But if you're not familiar, blue light is something that can something we see in the day. We see it on our screens, especially, but we also see it out in the world. And we know that blue light is both good and bad. It's good for us in the daytime. It helps keeps us alert. And things like that. Like it's actually good. It helps improve our mood. But the problem is that throughout history, once it got dark outside, is that we no longer were exposed to blue light. But the way humans have evolved with our technology is that since I'm on my phone and computer at night and everything like that, we're actually seeing blue light all the time. Now, what this does is that it's overexposing us to blue light, causing us to mess up like our sleep patterns and stuff like that, causing us headaches, eye strain, things like that. So the point of wearing these glasses is that I'm hoping that I can reduce some of that eye strain and, actually start to sleep better and things like that. So that's kind of what the research shows about blue light. Now, the issues that I'm having and some of the things, so I've been wearing these glasses about 10 days now. I'm kind of doing like this 30-day challenge. If you've been following what I've been doing, you'll kind of see that I've been doing that. So basically what I found so far is, first of all, your computer and your phone can block blue light as well. You don't need to wear the glasses. So what I found is that, um, and and just to put this in context, so when I was first looking at blue light and I saw like what the NASA scientists who started learning how to block blue light is they wore these like orange sunglasses. They looked like sunglasses, but they were like amber colored orange. And then I noticed when I blocked blue light on my computer, phone, and Kindle, that their screens also turned orange. But when I put on my glasses, everything's clear. The company says that they have some like new technology that blocks blue light with clear glasses. The issue that I have is that they don't really talk about what that new technology is, and as soon as I change like my computer to that orange color, my eyes feel less strained like within like a minute. Like the right away, it's immediate. When I wear these glasses for like an hour, I don't notice anything. So my thoughts are that first of all, I don't know how much blue light this card is actually measuring. Um, And I think these glasses do block blue light that can be measured with this card, but I don't think it's enough to notice a significant difference. So my recommendation is that I don't think these glasses are doing anything, and I think you need to either buy the orange and like amber colored ones, or you need to just turn it down on your computer or phone, which I think is the way easiest thing. Like, why even buy glasses? So that's kind of my thoughts on like the whole blue light thing, but it is kind of cool. You know, I like set my computer and phone now to be turned down at night like automatically, and like I am noticing a difference, which is like pretty, I think is pretty cool. Okay, let's get on to the next thing. First of all, let me shrink my video here so I can bring some stuff onto the screen. And I didn't mean to do that. Like moving the screen all around right now. Okay, let me shrink my video. Oh, I'm getting small, getting small. Okay, let's bring some stuff up onto the screen here because there's a few different things I want to talk about. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about was the whole like blue light thing. You can see I posted a blog post here about it, and I have some of my videos that I've created about like my blue light challenge and what the research says. You can go ahead and read that because I have more information there if you're interested in it, just about my blog and what I've been writing about. Some of the other things I wanted to talk about. So I thought this was really interesting. This is an interesting article. Basically, Twitter is saying still we aren't going to have an edit button. Like an option to edit. For those of you that are on Twitter, I don't know if many of you are, if you use it consistently, but I go on Twitter at least once a day. I post things now and again. Sometimes I'll go on a thing where I'll post like every day for like a week or something like that. But basically what it comes down to is that there's this big like thing that causes me like, it's a big pain, is that if I accidentally have like a spelling mistake, I can't go back and edit it. So the problem is when you hit send and then you notice the mistake, you can't edit it. Now, the reason why that's a pain is because sometimes people have already liked it, seen it, or commented on it, and so I don't want to change it. And the next problem is, so the reason Twitter doesn't want us to do that is because they don't want people to like something and then like have someone go back and change it to something else. So I get why they do it, but it is kind of like a pain. It's one I do like that I can change my Facebook posts or whatever. I don't like that I can't do that with Twitter. So I do think that's kind of like a thing. Anyway, I think that's like an interesting issue. Like, should Twitter actually allow this button or not? Should they allow us to edit? I personally think they do because it's a big pain for myself. Because a lot of times when I am just tweeting, it's always in the morning and I'm just not thinking clearly, or my phone just like pushes the wrong button and like causes me to have some issues. So next thing I want to talk about. So I did get, and this is actually two things I want to talk about with the iPhone. I did get the iPhone 11 Pro, which is awesome. I've got the three cameras here, and I've basically been testing out the cameras to see what they've looked like. I'm going to be doing some samples and some demos over the next few weeks where I test like comparing my iPhone 8 to the 11, because I got this camera, I got this phone. Actually, I mean, I didn't buy it for the phone. I bought it for the camera. Basically, I'm doing a lot of like photography, especially with like my eSports club and stuff like that. And what I'm trying to do is capture like video and good images. So what I did is I upgraded my phone because I found that I just couldn't carry my SLR with me anymore. It was a big pain to carry around. Just hated carrying that thing around. And I hate carrying like a camera. It's like just not convenient. Whereas like I can have a phone camera like on me 24/7. Like, it's kind of funny. My university was like, so when I requested the new iPhone, because I won this small grant and I said I needed a new camera. That's what the grant was for. And I requested the iPhone 11, and they said, we don't really, we don't like buying faculty phones. And I said, I'm not trying to get a new phone. I'm trying to actually get a new camera. I have a perfectly good machine that takes and receives calls right here and sends and receives text messages. That's totally not what you need the new iPhone for. You need the new device for the phone capability, or for the camera capability. So that's what I wanted it for. Okay. So that's that. So I'm going to be like doing that soon, like in the next few weeks and everything. So go ahead and, just follow along as I start testing out the camera and everything like that. I also should do a review. I have a little, like, I've been testing some like ways to put this in my car. Like, how do you stand your phone up in your car? And I went ahead and bought like a couple different stands. You can see I actually have a magnet right here, which is one of my connectors that I actually really like. And I'll talk about some of that stuff and talk about like if magnets are actually bad for your phone and some of those kind of issues, because I think that's kind of a cool thing. I got this one holder, and I should put it up on the screen. I'll talk about that another time because I don't have it up, and I don't want to be dilly-dallying trying to find it right now. So maybe like my next video, I will talk about that. On to the iPhone. The next thing I wanted to talk about. So if you haven't heard, like, the whole thing with the president, Trump is talking about like Apple needs to unlock their iPhone for this the Pensacola, Florida shooter. They need to unlock their iPhone so that we can see what's been happening. And I think this is a really interesting topic, not specifically this case. I don't really want to talk about the specific case, but I'll talk about in general. What happens is, for those of you that don't know, if something bad happens to someone, like there's a crime involved, or like phones stolen, those kinds of like issues. And I've actually had some personal family issues where we couldn't get the phone unlocked. But sometimes there's vital information on the phone that could like help solve something, and Apple has a very strict policy about not unlocking their phone. So if the person's phone's locked, like that's it. You can't retrieve anything on there. So Apple won't assist in like those kind of criminal cases. And I understand their policy, but I do think like when anything involves like police or criminal activity, I think they need to comply, and they definitely need to unlock the iPhone. That's my opinion, because we had a personal family issue where it wasn't unlocked, and it would have been helpful, might have led to some closure for the family, or some would have helped potentially with that. So I totally think that they need to unlock their phone in those kind of circumstances. Let's see, other stuff. Um, I guess that's about it for now. I'm really like just like getting into my semester. I had a family emergency last week, which kind of has set me down a little bit, set me behind. So I'm trying to really catch up, but I'm slowly working. I got my classes all prepped, ready to go. Well, my semester started on Monday, so my classes are going. So I'm in my classes. I got to start thinking about like grading and like just get back into the semester. I am working on my instructional design book, which is going well. My plan was to originally have it done in December, but now we're in January. The reason it wasn't done is because in October, I had to write a proposal, and the proposal basically took over my life. So that was October, November, December. Put me back 3 months. So now my goal for the book is the end of this semester, so it'll be in use next fall. So that's kind of where I am, but I'm working on it. I've already started like getting back into the swing of things and working on it. Otherwise, that's about it for now. So that's what's happening in my life. That's kind of all the stuff I'm working on, and I'll see you guys around. I plan to be on like at least once a week, probably 2 to 3 times this semester. I'm not sure of exact times when I always want to be on yet. I might just do it randomly, because kind of what happened last semester is I was on like this 2 day schedule, where I would make sure I had a video like at a certain time those 2 days. And what was happening is it was causing me a lot of stress, because sometimes like, so I have 3 kids, so like a kid would be sick and like I just couldn't do the video, or I'd have to do the video and I didn't have all the information I wanted because I didn't have really good time to prep. So it might just be like my random times that I do these live streams, when I have stuff to say. So anyway, that's it for now. So have a good day, everybody. Have a good rest of the week. See y'all later.